Which one look at today?
Early
Fighting
game.
or what?
Yeah, early game and deaths.
Deaths. Okay, early game and deaths. Sounds good. Clearing down. Spam ping that we see him topside. We ping it immediately. Then we look for a bot gank. I would rather say, like, instead of being here, you could be here right now if you're just clicking like this the entire time. Protect flash. Oh, you're kind of slow. That's why he still dies. Okay, nice. Good gank. Clear down. Now Sivir no flash, so we should look to perma gank him. We see Diana top. Why are we recalling? Just pull dragon. Hello? The jungle's top lane, I have bot prio. Hello?
Yeah, I should have just gone like straight.
We base for a longsword and a glowing moat. Just run back to dragon off respawn anyways. Cause see, you're doing it bad now. Cause let's say you get this dragon, no mid fight happens, no bot. No, I know you end up going mid, but let's say there's nothing, none of this happens. You just do dragon. Well, now because you're so slow on it, he could technically like play to kill one of your like either your red or Krugs when they respawn. Because when you kill dragon, it takes you like what 20 seconds. So you're gonna start dragon in 7 seconds from now, and then when the dragon dies, your red buff's up in I think 8 seconds, and it takes like, and even if you book it, it takes what like 13 seconds to run there. Plus, you're also like walking, like he could be in the bush. You're like walking into him, so it's not as good. You know what I mean? Like you're just. But if you do dragon and then recall, it's really humanly impossible for him to take any of your top camps. But here, like let's do dragon, you're either forced to skip scuttle, which there's no reason to do because you want to do dragon into scuttle, or B, if you do scuttle, then he has an opportunity to take your red and your Krugs. You know. Um. So yeah, that's why right now because you see now you pull dragon and you see how your reds and Krugs are up. So this guy is strolling. Like he's here right now. He could be on your buff right now. Boom, he's on your buff right now. It just spawned, right? And now you're doing
Yeah,
scuttle because obviously, as I just said, why would you ever skip scuttle? And then now he does your red and your Krugs. So you just took two of your cans for
yeah,
free. That's just the downside of what you did. And that's not happening
yeah.
because he's fucking terrible. But yeah, okay. um, I think it's fine to start with ult just because to save your EQ for his ult. If you're thinking about it, I don't know if you're thinking about his ult, because normally here I think the normal way to gank is just start with EQ. um, but if you're actually thinking of, oh, I'm gonna save my EQ for his ult, then I think this is obviously way better. I just don't know if you're actually thinking about it. Okay, to our top camps. Let me base. Glowing moat gang. Don't care about Herald grubs. Let's play for bot lane. I'm completely fine with that. Another reason why the basing is so bad is because I ever explained why it slows down your game, and I explained why that impacts your camps, but that also impacts your timer. Because if it makes you 40 seconds slower on map, again, we want to re-gank the Sivir while our flash is down, but those 40 seconds made it so that's 40 less seconds Sivir has to worry about being ganked. That makes sense, you know? Because
Yeah.
we never even got to punish her no flash, which again at this point I don't know if we were able to, but it's also the map is completely different because of our recall. So maybe there would have been an opportunity to punish it. I just don't know. Okay, we're gonna Krugs. We see tops fighting, so we come to top fight. Okay, looks fine. I think here I just reset. Dragons in 55. We have 1,000 gold. You could just buy Warhammer. It's 1050, right? You can buy Warhammer. Actually, no, it's even less because you have glowing mode. So you could buy like triple longsword here, or you could buy like double longsword health crystal, right? Because yeah, it's actually exactly that. Double longsword 700, and then obviously health crystal. So you can literally buy either double longsword health crystal or glowing moat, or Warhammer plus longsword or Warhammer plus whatever, and then just you're gonna do wolves, Gromp into dragon. See? So you're gonna have like perfect items and perfect camp spawn for dragon. But now when we walk here, we kill him, which is I know it's like, oh nice, we got a free kill, but we used our ult for it. Plus he's still up for dragon. Dragon's in 42, he's up in 24. So now we got the 300 gold. So now nice, we're gonna have a we that gives us an extra longsword for this dragon fight, right? So now nice, we have an extra longsword, but now we have no ult. So again, I'll always ask you what's worth more, a longsword or your ult for the dragon fight. It's your ult, right? Another thing is,
Yeah.
same as before, with how slow we are, because we do this, we're so much slower. If we just recall right now, we could be, and we're opening to wolves, and as we're opening to wolves, we see that bots pushing. We'll skip our wolves grump and just gank bot lane, right? Um, but obviously, if we do this, and now we're so slow, they're just hitting our bot tower for free. Because if we didn't do this, I think and Pantheon then ult, we could be with our ult. I think you could just 2v2 their bot lane. Their bot lane's double mobile. Veigar Sever. So I think you just flash ult Sever, flash ult Veigar, while they're hitting your bot tower, and they're just dead. And then that boom.
Yeah.
Now that those are actually kills that will impact dragon because those guys will be dead for the dragon. Um, so I think you'd be way here earlier. Tristana wouldn't be dying here. The Pantheon wouldn't be whatever. Maybe this actually turns up well, but it looks so spooky in the moment, right?
Yep.
Like these guys double perfectly lined up for you. Sivir over Chase. Like I think the stars ended up lining for this to go well, but for a second there, it did not look like it was going well at all. Agreed.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Q to the flag. Nice juke. You ended up playing the fight. You to be fair, you did fight well here. So in a fighting standpoint, I think you played it well. But from like a macro plus pathing, everything I'm just talking about, tempo, timer, whatever, it got scary because of our decision to dive
Yeah.
mid.
I think my base timers are just really really bad,
Mm-hmm.
and it's something that I haven't thought about enough, and I need to think about it a lot more.
Because the thing is, people only think about improving something when they get punished. In this game, I would say you got punished for it. Because like, there's scenarios like that happened that I think wouldn't have happened if you base better. But when you get there get punished because you're worse players, then we'll never. There's no reason to improve on it. I think this is your first bad fight of the game. I don't know what the fuck I just watched, to be honest with you. Um, just,
That's
just,
pretty
just
bad.
EQ in, and then you stunned yourself. You could literally just sit on the very edge of this cage. You don't have to walk in. You just chill here, walk backwards. If you want, you can ult rise, or B if you ult better, if you ult the Veigar, not
If I ulted
Diana,
faster,
then
oh, I
you
see.
would get unstoppable and avoid the stun. But you didn't avoid the stun. You ult a full HP target. You're not holding anyone your teammates are hitting. You queued nothing. You could again if you ult Rise, Pantheon's hitting him with you. If you ult Rise, Mordekaiser's hitting with you. Technically, if you really wanted to, you could fucking ignore everyone and just like flash ult the Sivir, and that will never like be bad because you're just flash ulting their immobile carry, right? Um, there's like 4 different things you can do this fight. You just do anything. Ult earlier, ult the Veigar, ult the Rise, ult the Sivir. Um, don't miss your Q on nothing. You guys still one for 5'd it, so it's still good. But you probably could have lived as well and kept your flash. So it's fine though.
Could have done a lot better.
Yeah, I mean this is your first. This is your first. You also had a shutdown, did you not? So yeah, you did 307. So bad deployment. I don't know why we're clearing downwards. Herald spawning in a minute. Our next objective is Herald, so we're just gonna do Grom, Blue, then like this. Yeah, we won't get wolves, but it's fine. We're getting the 6 camps up. We're getting 5 camps. It's still pretty good folk there. So Gromp, Blue, Wolves, Red, Herald, or Gromp, Blue, Wolves, Red, Krugs. Like we could, just like a straight line, just clear upwards like this. Very, very convenient.
Right.
But here we're finishing our full clear on Blue, and Herald's up right now. And like minimap, Pantheon is like this. Imagine we're at this fight right now. Diana E'd in, Rise ulted in. That's a 3v3. You Mordekaiser Rise versus Diana Rise. Like this is like a very even fight. That's jungle mid support versus top support jungle. If you were there, that's a completely even fight. Soul laner support jungle versus soul laner support jungle. You're 7-1-2. You'd win this. You'd kill all 3 of them here. Get Herald. Boom. We just decided to clear. I mean, your team still won. I mean, they went even 2v3, which is crazy. But it was actually worse because Mordekaiser had a shutdown, right? But normally I think you're there, you'd literally wipe them, and then you'd get Herald, and you wouldn't lose top tower. But now you lose top tower. We ended up doing a pretty decent trade play, but there's no point to trade when you're 7-1, right? So this guy's worth 164 gold. You saw that? 164. This guy's oh my god, so fucking
No,
worthless.
I got the assist.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. But anyways, it should always be playing for Herald, not playing for this. Agreed?
I agree. I agree.
Don't know why we're not basing instantly. We have 1,600 gold. We have plenty to
I
buy.
just wanted to scuttle, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean after
I was
Scarlet,
greedy. Like I said, my base timers are
it just
horrible.
yeah,
So
just
if you
bet
can,
because here I think you're always going Merchants this game. Veigar Cage, Poppy E, Rise. They have Diana. Like it's such an obvious Mercs game that you just buy base here and buy full Mercs and like a long short or a health crystal or whatever, and you're happy. Another thing is here you could still contest Herald because Diana died because Mordecai just killed him. So if you insta recall here, Diana's like one Diana spawn. Diana just spawned just now. She just respawned. So if you insta base right now, she's here. You'll be at Herald same time as her, and you'll just team fight the Herald, right? Um, there's no point to like still have to give this objective. You can still easily fight it, But now we opt into a fight with no flash, no ult, 2,000 gold inventory. This one's like, I mean, it's super self-explanatory. It's no ult, no flash, 2,000 gold. Like, what the fuck are we doing, you know? If we do my favorite game on like the gold game, until you spend this money, you're not 7-1. You're actually 0-1, or not 0-1. Sorry, you're 1-1 because 6 kills is 1,800. You have exactly 1,800. So you're 1-1-6 right now, if you for this fight with no flash, no ult, right? So you gave another 800 gold shutdown, fighting, and he got a big shutdown. Pantheon died. They got mid tower. I think this was like the turning point of the game. Like I think your game was like you guys were in a commanding lead, and this is like a 3,000 gold swing. You know, for literally zero reason. Right. Makes sense. Just
Yep,
base.
makes
You're
sense.
being really greedy
Yep.
on your base timers this game for no reason. This
Yeah.
guy completely insane. That's why I always tell you guys just sit in a bush for 20 seconds before at dragon. It's almost always gonna go well. Like this is perfect. Boom, this guy's dead. Dragon's free. Awesome. Okay, what the fuck's happening here? Oh, nice try.
1 HP.
Yeah, yeah.
So sad. No smite either.
Next objective is Otacon, so let's base towards Otacon. Diana's dead. I would just insta pull this fight with you, to be honest. Diana's dead. Sivers dead. I guess Mordekaiser's dead too. Does he have press tab if he has TP? If he has TP, just insta pull and he'll TP to the fight. Their AD carry and jungle both dead. They have no smite. You know.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this guy's dead. Veigar, look how far up Veigar is. Again, he's an immobile champion. There's no tower. I see this shit. Boom, I'm running like this. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
running a 4 flat. EQ over the walls. Ult him. Again, it's
I tunnel on the
I'll
road.
allow you to flash
Yeah.
ult him just because it's not for a kill. It's for the objective. You know.
Hmm.
So Pantheon should not be by himself here. Like Veigar should already be dead on my screen, and then we'd be going on Rise the same way you went on him. This is perfect, but this would be happening with Veigar dead already because you'd be going in so much faster, like so much faster, you know. But yeah, look, this guy stole it.
He like flashes, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you just didn't see him. I'm assuming you didn't see him because if you see him
No,
right now, if you're watching the minimap and you see him in river, just turn on him. You'll just EQ him. Like right when it gets a 3K, you'll just stop hitting it. You see him walking in, you'll just EQ him, kill him, and then after you kill him, then you'll go back to the Otacon, you know. So I mean, besides
I
me,
was like tunneled on the Mordekaiser, which
yeah,
is like really bad, I'm sure. I
yeah,
just didn't look at the map.
that's fine. Yeah, anytime you're doing objective, like you should have fucking a third eye just staring for their smite. Where's the jungle? Where's the jungle? Where's the smite? Where's the smite? You know, that's like obviously the most important thing during any objective. So that besides me saying, just be thinking more is not much for me to say. Um, I like the idea. This is a good. This is good. Almost killed him. You're not worth the shutdown, so I like the idea of going for stuff like that. Good limit test. Okay, let's fight for the dragon fight. You saw Silver Flash there, so that's a good target for you. No, you played that well. I mean, I know the start looks terrible, but if they're using that much on you, your team should win the fight after, which they did. Like I know this looks like really ugly, but like you're actually playing pretty safe, and they use everything. Like Veigar Cage, Diana ult, Sivir ult, uh, like they use fucking everything. So I don't mind this. I think you could argue you play like a little more far back, or once you see them running, like right now you could insta EQ away. Like you could argue you could be even safer.
True,
But
true.
I think the
Hmm.
idea is not. I mean, again, if they're using this much, then yeah, hope to God your team wins the fight. Sure. Let me just skip to every death now.
I don't think there's any more deaths. I
All
think
right.
those were it.
Do you have any specific fights
Just
you
keep
remember you want to
on.
watch? Because that's a pretty long VOD, so skip through.
If there's another objective fight or anything, we can just look at that.
Okay, that's like this is a Baron. Actually, there's no Baron up. I guess just fighting here for fun. Oh, Dragon's in a minute. Hopefully that's a fight. No, it's out. Yeah, it's out. Oh, you guys got it free. Get him in. I feel like I mean, there's so many, bro.
I think that's it.
There's like 70 kills this game. It's just so many fucking fights.
Watch this one too.
Yep. 2-man ult. Looks good. EQ and EQ and I think you're playing like a pussy here. With Elder, I think you could be. I think it's like this is fine. Be patient for your E. Once your E's
I
up,
I think I
I
was just waiting for the poppy to do something.
I mean, I guess. I don't know, I think you could EQ like now on the Diana. Um, Try to say
Yeah, 'cause
because
I
you're
got
like game
I got
driving.
pulled back
You
in
don't
my
really do much
pocket, but
damage.
yeah.
For me, I'm just trying to like save my Tristana or Stellar death as long as possible. And like the longer
Yeah.
you're hitting, the faster you're hitting Diana, the harder it's gonna be for Diana to dive on your boy. Uh, but yeah, you just in the game. I know.
Yeah,
I didn't
so
have, but I mean, I think the biggest take with this game is your recalls. Your
it's
recalls are really
it's
poor.
spacing. So
Yeah.
can you give me a framework of like how do I know when to greed my recall? How do I know when to
No,
just
it's not really a
recall?
framework. It's based off everything I always say. It's just objectives. Press tab at every 10 seconds, like a schizo, and see when is the objective spawning, and see when do I have to be there. If I have to be there in I have to be there in 2 minutes, and I camps up, then sure, don't recall. Do your camps. If dragon spawning in 40 seconds, then just recall. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's based off and then it's not. It's just based off your objectives. Like here, your first bad recall. If we're just thinking about I'm just all your recall should be based off objectives. If we're obviously your first bad recall of the game, if we're basing off the objectives, then we could just do it right now, right? So we don't need a recall for this objective. So it's always you ask yourself, do I need a recall for this objective? Yes or no. If the answer is no, then we're not recalling, so it's not even a question. If the answer is yes, then the answer is one, do I have to recall? Do I have to recall now? Do I have to recall later? What am I gonna buy with my recall? In this case, your first bad one of the game. Do I need a recall for the dragon? Nope. Let's look at your second bad recall of the game. Um,
Like before the herald
this one
spawns.
was fine. Yeah.
I should have been clearing up and then
Yeah. Again, if we're
um
thinking about the no, not this, no, not this one. This one's fine. It was the next one. Thought it was just bad. Yeah. Here, if we're thinking about okay, what's the next objective? We just killed dragons. We know like the next objective is the herald. So again, your recall should almost always just be based off the objective. If you're thinking about herald right now, thinking okay, I am fighting herald in a minute and 23 seconds from now, you're probably not going to clear downwards, right? If that's the mentality you have. Um, so and then once here, again we think again same thing. If this is our second bad recall, well, like we should recall here, but we didn't. If we're basing it off objectives, we see okay, what's the next objective? The next objective is still herald. Nothing's changed. So I'm just going to recall and run to herald. you know. Um, So I think literally the first 18 minutes, all your bad recalls or times you should have recalled, they just weren't based off objectives correctly. Make sense? So your framework is
yeah.
just before you be, or if you're thinking about being, just press tab and look what's the next objective. Can I fight it? Should I fight it? Do I need to recall before I fight it? And that's it. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.